Okay, I want to share this. Juneteenth happened recently, and it's like the people that were slaves at the time that had not yet heard that the Confederacy lost. These slaves were still slaves. They were still free, but they had to hear the message of freedom before they could walk in it. And that's kind of like the gospel. Jesus has already paid for our freedom, but we need to hear the message and understand it in order to walk in freedom. We need to receive the Holy Spirit. And so I'm listening to this Juneteenth album by Maverick City, and Acts chapter 19 verses 1 through 8 is kind of like, reminds me of Juneteenth. And I was reading it in Belize Creole. It's like part of it's like a Jamaican dialect, I guess. And I was just reading it and really adoring the language. God just desires every nation, tribe, and tongue to come to him, to be saved, to understand the gospel. If we're stuck in King James only, we can't really minister the gospel to people in their foreign tongues, in their foreign languages. King James only might be good for you if you're a Bible scholar and you just want that. But God has made his word available to so many cultures and so many languages. And the Belize Jamaican New Testament is so beautiful. I just want to read some of it. It says, Paul did at Ephesus. So then, while Apollos made it at Corinth, Paul made a travel through the upper part of the area, and then he reached Ephesus, where he find quite a few believers. Ik asked them, say, Una me get the Holy Spirit when una me believe? They say, see, Paul ran into the believers and he's like, you guys hear about the Holy Spirit? They say, no, we don't even know what you mean by the Holy Spirit. Paul asked them, say, well, what kind of baptism una me get then? Then answers say, the baptism which John me preach about. Then Paul explained to them, say, John baptism that make we make una sure, see that unu turn from una sin, making sure that you turn from your sin. But remember, he tell uno, say that uno if you go and find the unbeliever in it, the one when gone after him, and that one that Jesus. When they hear this, then get baptized in the name of the Lord Jesus. Then Paul put he unponted, and the Holy Spirit compounded, and then start to talk in tongues, and then start to prophesy. There'll be about 12 of them this album too. During the next 3 months, Paul would go to the Jewish meeting place, the synagogue, every day, and he never afraid to argue with the people and try to convince them about God's kingdom. He's pleading with people, you're free, you're free, you're free. The Confederates lost. You're free. Can you imagine telling somebody they're free and they're looking for excuses to remain a slave? They're looking for excuses to not believe in the freedom? Verse 9 says, but some of them be only stubborn and wouldn't believe. Instead, then start to say wicked things, but they wear the Lord Jesus right in front of everybody. Satan is such a deceiver. Pray for your friends. Pray for people who are not saved, that their blinders would be removed so they can hear the truth about their freedom.